Can't stand it. I can't take it. What I believe was happening is they were tearing his soul from his body. His soul was not about to leave his body and go to the light. It was being torn and ripped from his body. Can't stand it. I can't take it. What I believe was happening is they were tearing his soul from his body.
Hey, it's Patricia Ann Landon Regali, Chief Little Flower, coming at you from Fallacies of a Privacy, somewhere on the Wild Web, concurrently as the Truman Show, and coming at you from the World Wide Web. At the time of this recording, it is Monday, and it is September 23rd, 2024. What's up? How's it going for everybody, huh? Do we have an engaging weekend? Was it full of fun, excitement, challenges, and knowledge and learning? Hopefully it was. For me, it was. Man, I'm telling you, my greatest hope for humanity is to abolish this gang stalking, abolish all of this treachery, all of this treason, because this is the future. This, where we're right where we are at, is like the precipice of coming to the edge of a fork in the road that's brought on by duress. And what we want to avoid is the tipping of the fulcrum, this delicate little balance. So if it was a ruler, we don't want the fulcrum to tip toward our populace becoming 2/3 incorporated into this belly of the beast. Because as it is, logistically, it looks like about 1/3 of the populace is participating in it and all of this gang stalking. And I'm all like, how can anyone participating in this not see the destruction of the future? Because what do you expect for it to birth? How can anybody participate in this and throw away the future of our nation at the same time? Especially if you are any political advocate of pursuit. You all are more held accountable to bring into fruition the abolishment of gang stalking. I'm like, don't you want your own children to have the benefit of freedom? Because everybody participating in it, you all are liberty squatters. And furthermore, anybody who has family lineage of Native American ancestry, you are completely, you're betraying your lineage of all the oppression that any North American native had to suffer and endure. How could you all squat on the liberties of your present day family and then betray your own history, your own ancestors? It's like, wow. First off, you all are betraying the forefathers of whatever they wanted to lay out for America to be independent, and then turn around and deny other people that you get to pick and choose who has civil liberties simply by gang stalking the people that you want to earn coin off their demise, to earn coin bullying them. And I'm just going to say this to all of my family and to my friends. Hold on. For everybody that has ever come sideways at me or another targeted individual, this is abuse. You guys are tormentors. You guys are abusing your free will by coming against somebody with all of these psychotic psyop assignments that your serial murdering pedophile coaches coach you in how to do that. So let's really look at this on a more finite level. These coaches that teach you guys how to grub for your goddamn Nabisco treat and how to get your freaking blood coin, you realize they are all serial murderers, don't you? I mean, because the whole point is to destabilize, to distress the individual, to create havoc and inner turmoil. And you all think that is funny? All based on what? Slander? I mean, because your whole infrastructure there, first of all, is Nazi in origin. And second of all, is treason by nature. And third of all, is one huge organized criminal ring. It's an organized criminal ring, RICO crimes, which are all felonies, which are all hate crimes. And none of that seems to bother you? I mean, not to mention that all this criminal crime ring is indicative of sexual prostitution. As a prostitution ring, sexual trafficking ring. And you guys have no issue hobnobbing with any of those people. And you all have no issue siphoning curses right into your own family lineage through flipping of the blood coin. That's all abuse. All of that is abusive. All of it is torturous. And you expect the future of America to not to be your goddamn problem. Anybody participating in this organized criminal crime ring that gang stalking is, each of you have the power to dismantle that beast from the inside out with the knowledge that you have, simply by telling the truth and holding yourself accountable to the truth. I mean, you all will have to eat your karma, but you can do that. You can learn from that. Wouldn't you rather have your karma work for you instead of against you? Because at this point, what each of you gang stalkers should be aware about is that you all are slated for hell. I mean, if it came right down to it, and it does, and you'd have to be brave enough to tell the truth and stand by that versus being in the pits of hell, could you do that? Tell the truth, stand by it, or just let your ego keep you stuck into gang stalking, not say a goddamn thing because you think you're impervious to hell? I mean, it's like, why don't you take into consideration some research of your own of people who actually have been to hell? So at this point, I don't hate any one of you. I have more clout and more foundation to speak directly into each of your lives because I am one of the many heavily targeted individuals out here right now. And I'm not advocating for you guys with hate. I'm advocating for each of you in love, because far be it for your food to train each of you to escape that freight train you're barreling your head in your life and existence towards. So what I can't understand is how each of you are complacent to teach your children how to be gang stalkers, how to lie, how to be bloated with ego just to earn the flipping of the blood coin. And by age of accountability, you're teaching them how to slide directly into hell. Each child that knows the right from wrong, and you're teaching them how to live wrong, you taught them how to get into fucking hell. And for that, some of you deserve a bullet to the head, sure. But what we want is for each of you to wake up, smell the coffee, and take command of your own salvation and the children that you have taught how to do wrong and reconcile that. Every time I see all of these psychotic little triggers in the atmosphere, what I see is a bunch of curses. And each one of those curses that each of your gang stalkers leaving the triggers in the atmosphere for your freaking gang, for your freaking targeted individuals to have to suffer and incur. I mean, you were trained to do that. You know they know what you're doing, and you're trying to oppress them, trying to squeeze every ounce of happiness from their bones. You are burying yourself with each one of those curses. That's what I see. I'm like, oh, look, a curse. Look at that, a curse. You're burying yourself with each one of those curses. Especially when your targeted individual can actually pray forgiveness for you and love you through it. That's a hell of a reckoning storm that's going to level out your ass. So every time I see a curse, I'm all like, pray forgiveness and love. And I know the anvil of justice is going to hammer you down even harder. So it is a two-edged sword, bittersweet for me. So targets out there, when you see those triggers in the atmosphere or hear the little triggers in their stupid dialogues, man, cast it down. And just know that each one of them are burying their own soul with each one of those curses. It's kind of like there's a Christmas story, and you have the dude who's like, the employer, and the miser, and then he gets taken up by the ghost of Christmas past, Christmas future, and the Christmas present. But leading up to that point, each one of his dollar signs and acts of disgrace are represented with a shackle on each chain. That's how I see your curses. Each one of those curses is a shackle in the chains that you preserve for yourself in the pits of hell. You all are shackled by each one of those curses. So, if you want to keep your little gravy train of cursed blood coming, of flipping of the blood coin, each one of those acts of abuse and torture, psychological torture, that's a curse, and that's a shackle of a chain link. How many chain links do each of you have on your shackles and chains that's preserved for you in the pits of hell with your own name on it? Think about that. Especially if you fathom yourself to be a Christian, your works are dead. So you can sucker jab somebody with your left hand and turn around and do acts of public display for Jesus? You need Jesus. You need to confess. You need to be accountable to the truth. And you need to start living your life, working off the karma, so you can salvage your salvation and escape the pits of hell, and escape the chain links that you all put on with each one of your curses. You are burying yourself in your own curses. So, but this is not just for each one of those action-clad gang stalkers. Anybody who has had information about somebody being gang stalked and tortured and you didn't do a goddamn thing about it, that is as good as having the blood of that cursed blood coin on your own hands because you were permissive and didn't do a goddamn thing about it. You all are slated for hell too. Don't even know it. Get a clue. You all need to report everything. And if you have a family member running around doing all of this goddamn cursed living with flipping of the blood coin with all the PSYOP assignments, honoring gang stalking, which therefore is perpetuating the covens, you need to report your family. You need to report your friends. If anything, to salvage your own salvation so you don't end up in the pits of hell. Because by nature, you all are accountable for allowing it and enabling it. I miss the days I can just go out and just live freely and be able to get a goddamn job and be guaranteed not to be work mobbed by organized crime. Then you turn around and teach children how to earn the blood coin in the organized crime ring, and you have them give up their salvation just so you all can be lazy as fuck and get your goddamn coin. Because I don't care how many jobs you work. Whenever you participate in all of this evil abuse of gang stalking, your PSYOP assignments, that's grabbing low-lying fruit. Moreover than that, it's low-lying fruit with curses, destroying people. And I have an inheritance out there. How long has it been usurped from me? I could have gotten my teeth fixed already. You all, to say that you were impacting my health goes without saying, because the whole point of you guys coming sideways at anybody is to impact their health. To have them 6 feet under so you all can profit from premeditated murders, premeditated orchestrations on people's lives, so you can get your sudden wealth payouts through fabricated life insurance policies. There is a fake marriage certificate out there with my name on it, with somebody doppelganging me. There's a fake death certificate out on there that they just figured they'd go ahead and cash it out, and me being 6 feet under, it was just logistics. That was in man's eyes. That was in the eyes of your evil Satan. What he did was target you guys, knowing that he can't take down a chosen one. And on top of that, there's also a fake birth certificate with Barbara's name on it. My ex-mother-in-law, the crusty cunt. And meanwhile, nobody's come to bridge any ambiguity in my case with some hard facts. So, you know what that means, America. I am your template. What happens to me has been happening to others and can happen to anybody. I have been experimented on by the government ever since I was 10 years old, which basically equates radiation poisoning. So my dental disposition has melted away what teeth I have left. But then the opposition was too eager to point it out as having a drug addiction problem. No, that's not it. It's having a goddamn treason problem. Radiation poisoning me. So, anybody out there, just so you know, Nobody's made any, there's been no orders placed on my replacements list. And the only people that get through on my media Gmail, Chief Little Flower, only gang stalkers do to harass me. So if anybody has tried to contact me in good nature, not trying to punk my ass, and you think you were communicating with me, that's a hard no. I'm still gatekept. So this is an evil, wicked game, people. Your targeted individuals are blacklisted from employment. And anybody participating in all that blacklisting, you all are sucker fools to keep those assholes in business. Each one of you businesses participating in it, just know your company is good as dead. Because when all of this comes out, who's going to want to do business with liars? Who's going to want to do business with any business that ain't got no integrity? You killed your own business and shot yourself in the foot. So you might as well do what you can to make amends. Because everything that a targeted individual has had to stomach, you all get to stomach and enjoy for yourselves. Hope you enjoy what you have coming down for you. But at any rate, it's been Patricia Ann Landry Galley. Still gate kept. So, this is what America's come to. But for all you itchy witches out there, yes, all that backfired spell work should be really exciting to know that it's coming for you and yours. Namaste.